everyone, and welcome to week 33 of RollPlay Solum. My name is JP McDaniel, joined by the rest of the cast. It's time to find out what they've been up to the past 4 days and also what they're going to be doing, because we do that at the start of the shows now, as well as the end, because we're fucking crazy, and I don't know why. Ryan, what's going on, man? Why the fuck were you late? You're muted. Your fucking mic's muted. You're just the worst.
It's all over the place.
I was at the gym.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that at all.
What were you actually doing?
Where's your
You
gym?
didn't lift, bro?
What's the name of the donut shop that you were at?
Where's your gym ticket?
I was at Krispy Kreme eating 2 dozen glazed donuts.
That's what
nice. That's me on
and
Sunday
then
mornings.
I threw up in the bathroom and ate 1 more dozen.
Nice.
You have a live-in girlfriend. You don't need... I don't understand. Why go to the gym? Like...
You know, it's about self-improvement. It's not about getting girls, man. It's about self-improvement.
Yeah. So, what'd you do to get... No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
The donuts were delicious, though. So thank you for asking. And so that's why I was late. And yeah. This week, I've mainly been playing League. Watched the World Finals, which was kind of like a disappointment.
Well, the games are always terrible at finals.
Kind of stomped.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear who won. Who won that?
Doesn't matter.
Samsung White
Doesn't matter.
won.
They won last time too, right?
Imagine Dragons won.
Imagine Dragons played while the winners stood behind them.
It was
on
really
the stage.
awkward and funny.
It was kind of awkward to watch that part. Yeah.
It's esports. We'll never figure awards term. It'll be 30 years from now, and it'll
Someday.
still be the guy. It'll still be some Korean probably trying to like figure out how to fucking undo the champagne bottle and make it go everywhere. It'll still happen. It'll still happen.
You know, I watched
it was
like
a bit awkward.
you watch like the end of a NASCAR race or something like that. They got it down. The guy just like sprays people with milk. They put a hat on.
Yeah,
him.
that's like 100-year-old tradition, or I don't know how long NASCAR's been around, but
it's just a bunch of pictures and him, holding it up, and then it cuts to the casters. They don't hang on it for too long. That's what you got to do. Is get the fuck away from the people.
Yeah. But yeah, Ryan, what else?
I mean, that's pretty much it in the past 4 days.
Okay. What are you going to be doing? What's the future hold for one Marius Seguida, aka Ryan Moore?
We got Mafia tomorrow night, which is going to be starting at a bit of a later date. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow, so we're going to be taking her out to dinner. So I'm going to push Mafia back a little bit.
Nice. Where are you going? Where are you taking her? Macaroni Grill? Is that your go-to place?
No, I mean, we're going to give her a choice because she likes
Applebee's? Is that the
So we're gonna
the
say
Classier later than Applebee's.
McDonald's or Five Guys. Which do you?
What? How's that even a choice? You go to Five
Did
Guys
you give her a
all the
limit?
way.
It's like $10 limit. Too.
Well, because she likes the apple pies at McDonald's, so that's they don't have that really at Five Guys. So we're taking her to a place in Raleigh called Second Empire. It's pretty tight.
Second Empire?
Yeah, I've never been, but apparently.
Have you been to the First Empire?
I have not. I missed the first, but I heard the second one is better, man.
Well, it better be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's
Panthers,
like
by the
a
way.
step up from McDonald's. Dude, we're playing your Seahawks soon.
I know.
It's gonna
See
be.
who can recover from their horrific loss.
I will say I'm not gonna bet on that game against you though. I don't.
I'm not betting for a while either, man. I'm tired.
Did the Cowboys? Who beat Seattle? Was that last
St.
week?
Louis. It was a pretty cool game, actually, despite the fact that the Seahawks lost. And the Cowboys are fucking tearing it up. Your Texas boys are doing well.
I mean, I don't even know what football is, but I know the Cowboys are doing well because everyone's going crazy.
They're 6-1. They're doing great.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, we'll fuck it up. They'll fuck
Probably. It is Tony Romo.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you were going to say it is Texas.
No,
it's Tony Romo.
It's Tony Romo. Yeah, it's not even anything about Texas. So, Ryan, what's coming up in your future, sir?
The stuff that I just said.
Did you? Just Mafia and
that's
streaming?
all he's got going. JP,
I mean, that's
it's a sore subject. Like that's all he has. But
future.
When are you working out next? When can we expect you to work out? Pump some iron.
I'm gonna get in the gym either Wednesday or Thursday this week.
Wednesday or Thursday. You're dedicated. You don't even have a workout plan.
I mean, I'm going 3 days a week, and then in a couple months I'll flesh it out to 5 days a week. So Wednesday or Thursday is fine.
Okay.
Baby steps.
And then I guess Wednesday and Thursday we can expect more League from you on your stream.
Possibly, man. Like I've got the League bug right now, and I'm really excited for the visual updates and like the new season and all that stuff. So
I heard that they were putting runes in League of Legends in the new season. Is that true?
they're already. Wait, you mean like Dota runes?
Yeah, like stuff in the river.
Right. That I don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead.
Okay. All right.
That'd be a big change. It's interesting.
Maybe I'm just making that up. I don't know.
And then they're gonna add deny mechanic, and then they're gonna add a secret shop.
Yep.
And they just reverse the name of Nasher. They're like, fuck it. His name's Roshan anyways.
Yep. There you go. There you go. Cool. Well, thanks for being late to the show, Ryan. We're glad to have you.
You're welcome.
Jesus.
You know, it's the donuts. I couldn't be pulled away from them.
That dedication.
So.
There you go. There you go. Jeff, what's been going on with you, ma'am?
Let's see. Just spent a kind of relaxing weekend, taking care of errands and being a real life person at home. So kind of boring, nothing there. This week's super busy. You know, we actually have Swan Song this Wednesday for everyone that cares about that.
It's kind of crazy, yeah.
Super excited about that. We had a guy actually wrote up recaps, and I'm so serious about this. I'm gonna actually have to go read that because
I don't remember. Well, I remember we fought. Well, we'll talk about it on the show, but I think we were fighting like some alien or something.
This is it was getting close to Dark Heresy, but we're not there yet, and we're gonna get back on the wagon. We're gonna get back on track. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Otherwise, not much. I'm going to go play Warhammer a couple times this week for a few people. Like I said, Swan Song on Wednesday. We're doing the charity stream on Friday, everyone. Everyone here, I believe, is involved. Ryan, you are as well, right?
Yeah.
I am indeed.
Yes, of course. And then Neal is my DM. And someone asked, Ryan, they must have been trolling, but they asked if they donated enough money if I could be God. Get that donation in. If I can just be God for 3 hours, that's okay.
It's not a troll. It's just Bobo, and Bobo is crazy, man.
Okay, well...
Oh, yeah, no, that's going to be...
JP and Neal know Bobo. I don't know if Jen does.
I know Bobo.
I don't know Bobo.
Yeah, consider it already... It'll be donated
Bobo
by the
makes
end
it
of the
rain.
show.
I'll just say that much.
That's awesome.
You'll hit that mark by the end of the show.
Well, I'm excited. I think we're all doing great, and I'm like $800 away from already completing the goal. You can go over, though, right? We'll let you go over.
Oh, yeah, it'll just keep going up.
Oh, cool. That's great.
What you should do is once you hit 2,000, if it's going to keep going, just put more stuff on there.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And guys, like if you donate something that's ridiculous, you can just tell me what you want. It's going to happen. It's a charity, for fuck's sake. So I'm not going to be like, absolutely not. I won't talk in a lift for 3 hours. No way, Jose. Like, absolutely I will. So that's coming up. We're excited about that. And then just hang out this weekend. My mom might come into town. That'll be funny. And that's it.
Cool. Neal, what's been going on with you?
More of the same. Lots of D&D planning. Lots of wedding planning. Made our last trip up to the venue. Hopefully squared away all the boring stuff. So hopefully there's no more out-of-town wedding trips until the day of. And then for D&D, we're going to start making characters for Age of Strife pretty soon, I'm hoping.
Nice.
Just got to start organizing that stuff. I think we're going to be starting in December.
Well, that's the second week in a row you've said that, so now it's getting even more concrete.
Yeah.
Is this the Co-Carnage one and stuff like that or something like that?
No, this is... Who's playing? Elohim, Jordan, Shannon Killer, and Sir Scoots.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited to be playing with them, and we're going to be starting making some characters, and I'll start releasing some more lore and background stuff, which would be fantastic. So that's what I've been up to. Lots of D&D planning. I'm pretty excited for today, for at least small parts of today. I've been spending all my time trying to unfairly kill all of you. So when a giant meteor drops out of the sky and crushes you and there's no saving throw, it's hard work put into that.
Nice.
You seem fairly happy, right? You're not grumpy right now, right?
Yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood.
Then we're not.
I just had a good sandwich.
Good.
Well, let's see what you.
What was in the sandwich?
We learned don't play D&D with Neal when grumpy, but.
You know, like speaking of grumpy, I actually got into my first. Like most of the time when people say something negative on YouTube, directed towards me, I'm just like,
they got under your skin.
That's fair, constructive criticism. And this week I actually said something back to the guy, because he said, so you tried to back out of combat. Clearly, Ryan has never been in real life battle before.
I read that.
And I
too.
was just like, clearly you've been in several bow combats and sword combats to the death, so I see at this point to you. Like, I cannot argue with somebody that clearly has.
Oh, he's pretty sick of the bow staff.
Yeah.
So, guys, mark your calendars and your watches. It was on week 33 that Ryan began his pitfall into insanity.
Yep.
You actually responded to a guy that says you've clearly never been in a battle.
Well, I've responded before, but I've responded positively. And today was the first time I was like, you know what? I don't think many people have been in combat like that. So, I don't know.
Only all of the Anglo-Saxons, you idiot. God damn it.
Oh, yeah. Well, other than that, I've got Dyson with Death coming up on Thursday, and we're doing the stream on Friday, the 5e Extra Life stream, which is pretty exciting. Still actually haven't figured out what I'm going to run for that, so I'll be doing that all day tomorrow.
There you go.
There we go. That's
Cool.
it.
Jen, last but not least, what's been going on? What are you going to be up to this week?
Let's see. I bought a new PC. That's
Wow.
exciting. Yeah, I had mine for like 7 years now, and it's really, really dying slowly on me at blue screens sometimes. I tried to look into my stream settings, and it was like, your PC can only handle 540p, Jen, and I'm like, oh god. So yeah, new PC incoming. That's exciting as hell.
What'd you get?
I'm building my own bunch of different parts from.
Oh, I have a
NCIX.
tutorial for that if you want to check it out. It's on my Twitch
Really?
channel.
Wow, Ryan, it's her shout-out time. Come on, man.
I'm just trying to help, man. You guys, we all talk during each other's.
Oh, Ryan, don't get serious,
Okay.
for God's sakes.
I ordered it from NCIX, and I'm pretty sure I should be able to build it, or else I got a bunch of Ubisoft dudes ready to help, probably.
Speaking of Ubisoft, Jen, on a more controversial note, what have you to say about Jade leaving the company? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It seemed like a big deal. There's like 2 articles on Facebook, so I just thought I'd ask, but
Yeah.
got nothing.
Nah, nothing to say.
There you go.
However, about Rainbow Six, we have our second article that came out about hostage rescue. Worked on it with my coworker, who has an awesome name, Chase Straight. This is an amazing name. I wish my name was that.
His name's Chase Straight.
Yeah, that's
Is he?
insane, right? It's a real name. Is he
Is he?
straight? Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well,
his,
that-
his
see,
actual
then it would be
name
amazing.
Is,
Yeah.
his actual name is Che.
Chase
Oh,
Straight.
Chase. Oh.
Yeah, it's like chasing straight. It's funny.
Yeah, but what if he wasn't straight? Then it would be amazing.
That would actually be the best.
Yeah, it would be pretty good.
He should
Oh,
actually
yeah.
just tell people he's gay so his name makes better sense. Like, who
My name's
cares?
Chase Straight, but I am gay.
Yeah. That should be his intro. And then he just
that what you
stares at him
Yeah.
like dead on for like 10 seconds to see what happens. Anyways.
Besides that, I'm going to BlizzCon. I'm excited about that, to see everyone. And I'm still raising money for Extra Life. I'm at $478. If you guys donate just a little bit more and we reach $500, I will kill the fake pet ferret that I will get. So if you
Wow.
guys don't want me to get a ferret, it's time to donate some money.
There you go.
That's it.
Cool. Neil, where did we last leave off?
Well, we last left off with the party in the storage room of the castle, 1 floor above the dungeon where you suspect this device that powers their anti-magic aura is, and 1 level below the parade grounds.
Did we go to sleep? Because I know Wojtek
There was discussion of going to sleep, but no one had yet gone to bed.
Is it the middle of the day?
I think we were going to check. We were going to split up and walk around and see what kind of...
Oh, that's right. We were going to go scouting.
It is evening, I believe. Nighttime. Yeah, it is nighttime, because when you approach the castle, they were walking with torches.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were going to go scouting, right? That was the plan, to split up?
Yeah. Because the rule is to never split the party, so let's split the party.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we individually, and who were the 2 groups, or are we going individually?
You can go in groups.
Okay, I'll go with Marius.
Okay. Where are the 2 of you going?
Scouting. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna go look around and see what we can find. We'll go off one direction, and the party can go the other direction.
I think the idea, it's starting to come to me now. I think the idea was that you said that a bunch of the generals and lead people had left.
Mm-hmm. The
And
castle
so,
had been semi-deserted.
right, we were going to kind of like split up and canvass the town and see how many people were actually left guarding.
Okay.
Yeah, just
we
the
could-
castle though, not the town.
Right.
Right.
Just-
There is no town. It is just the fortress here.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Okay, so Marius and I'm forgetting your name. What are you called? Jasper. Marius and Jasper. You're gonna head one direction. Leia and Wojtek are heading the other. Really, since you're underground, you can either go up or you can go down. Down is towards the dungeon, and in theory, towards where this thing is.
Yeah.
Up is back out to the parade grounds.
So I guess let's go down.
So you and Wojtek are going down?
Okay, we'll go up then.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Neil.
There's no gutter. It's just a giant pit. So Marius and Jasper, you guys go first. You head back towards the staircase leading up. Follow the stairs up one flight, wrap around, follow it up another flight, and you come to the door that leads out to the parade grounds.
Okay. Well, I mean, when we look out, what are we seeing? Are there a crap ton of people? Is everyone standing around? Are they?
Well, you just came through this door about 15 minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago at most. And earlier, when you were walking through, the parade grounds had some sleeping trolls in it, a couple of orcs that were patrolling the walls. There were some wargs penned up in some stables. And that's pretty much all there was. It was pretty empty.
And now it's still the same?
The door's shut. I was going to let you decide when you open it before making any decisions, so...
Oh. I look at Marius. I'm just like, Marius, can you open?
Yeah, if we don't see any people, we'll open the door.
Right. The door creaks open, and you see out in the middle of the parade grounds that same orc captain, the one who has a more well-kept appearance and seemed to not be stupid and ridiculous. You see him in the middle of the parade grounds talking with a man in brown robes.
Okay. Is it the same one that we saw earlier?
Give me an intelligence check.
Is that not a perception check? I guess, whatever.
I think you're trying to recall, so be an ant.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
That's
got
what
you.
Neil's getting up.
Yep.
Roll a 1. Totally the same guy.
Wait,
What?
Oh, good.
Ryan's like, all right,
I'm
guys.
scrambling, guys. Like, all these donuts have got to my fucking brain, so just give me a second. All right. Ah!
Ah!
Oh, no.
Ryan! My God.
They've gotten to my rolls as well.
No, I can't find him anymore. Where is he again?
Marius looks at the captain and goes, I don't have a fucking clue what's going
He
on.
actually looks like your uncle Billy.
So I'll say out loud to Jasper only.
It's just Uncle Billy.
Is that the one we saw before in the portal?
I think it looks like your Uncle Billy.
Give me an intelligence check,
I don't think
Jasper.
that.
Roll D20 plus-
And Ryan's back.
Mine shouldn't be any better. Oh, okay, 21. It's not bad. It's kind of clear.
At this distance, with it being nighttime, it's too difficult to tell. He's got the same color robes-ish, but the shape of his face is too obscured for you to really get a good idea. It's possible, but you're not sure.
I will say, regardless, our point is to just get a rough head count so we can avoid them and continue walking around somewhere else.
Yeah, I just say to Marius, I'm like, I'm not sure. I can't see his face. It's too far.
So you see the two of them. From where you're standing, you can also see across to the other side of the courtyard and up near the front door, I guess the door that leads to the bridge. And you see the two trolls there watching on the walls. You see 24 orcs patrolling-ish.
24?
24. Yeah,
Okay.
but they're pretty well spaced out. It would be like two guys walking here, then 150 feet down that way there's another two, and you stand there for a few minutes like getting a head count, and it looks like there's a whole section of guards that are just like constantly patrolling in a clockwise direction around the
And do these look like one hit dice orcs or what? Like describe?
They look like your standard everyday orc.
Okay.
Actually,
Well
give me a perception check.
Okay. 12.
Do a perception check to see if you just heard Neil.
29.
These actually look to be a combination of older orcs and younger orcs. Some of these guys are battle scarred. Some of them are walking with a limp, or some of them seem to be missing maybe a few fingers. Some of them look small and maybe like they haven't actually ever seen combat before. These seem to be like the dregs of the troops that they didn't want to take to go attack the castle, go fight the battle with.
To Jasper only again. I say it appears they've left only the weaklings to defend this place.
Yeah, but maybe they might just have moved everyone to a better place that's more important. Maybe they're downstairs.
Well, according to this captain, they're only out temporarily. It is only the captain and this brown-robed man who looks strikingly like my uncle who I'm worried about. The rest of them, not so much.
Well, we should just go tell we shouldn't act on anything. I think we should just go back.
I agree. Let us go back and find the rest of the party.
Okay.
If we can destroy this device and get out of here quickly, I think that will be our best bet.
Do we have an exit strategy? Do we have an exit strategy? Do we know how we're leaving? Or are we just walking?
I think once we destroy it, magic will be able to be used, and we can all turn invisible and escape.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's go find the party.
All right, so you guys have been up doing this thing for about half an hour, more or less, because you waited to look at the guards and get a good head count of what's going on. So let's flip back to Wojtek and Leia. What are the two of you doing?
I would probably ask that we check the innards of the keep that we're in or whatever.
Okay.
Just walk the halls.
So you go back towards that staircase where you could go up or down from, because you're in the big granary, for lack of a better term. So you head down to the next level, and the staircase does go down to a third level deeper. But on this one, you just hear the cries and moans of people coming from down this very dark and kind of not that narrow, but uncomfortably short hallway. You're what, like 6 something, right, Wojtek?
I think I'm 6'2". Let me check. I am 6 foot.
6 foot. Okay. Your head is almost scraping against the ceiling. If you were any taller, you'd have to duck.
So
Okay.
we think that's where prisoners are being kept?
Yeah, you start to walk down the hall a little bit, and you hear the moans of prisoners, people that are suffering from lack of food or water, or they're just going crazy, or they're sick, or the general sounds of prisons. Walking down the gate, you see a lot of humans. Some males, some females. Some look like they used to be warriors. Some look like common people. You actually come across a group of goblins. You come across some orcs. You come across a man whose arms are tied up in a straitjacket, but his fingers have been all chopped off, and there is a gag around his mouth. His eyes dart to and fro as you walk past. You've got a torch so you can see.
They in cells or chained to walls?
They're all in cells.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whisper to Wojtek, if you wanted to cause a commotion for us to escape, we could just, liberate them.
That's not a terrible idea.
Plus, they're probably on our side.
No, we just keep walking, Neil, with the idea of we were told that this is where the device is, so we're kind of looking for something that looks like a protected area or something.
Okay. You walk around on this level for a little bit. It's actually quite expansive. The prisons seem to run all the way under the parade pit and take up a fairly large area. And after about 25 minutes of walking around, you come back to that front, that main stairwell that runs up and down, and this appears to be the only exit. There's nothing else of that much interest here, just lots of prisons filled with lots of prisoners. Some people would come and rattle the gates at you and reach out. Some would beg for food. Some would beg for water. But unless
we walked the aisles and we saw nothing but cells?
Nothing but cells, most of them overcrowded with people.
Okay. And then no guards or anything?
No, actually. Not a single guard.
Should we just go to the next floor? Under?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. You head down to the next level, and the staircase continues to switch back for a little bit, and then it ends in a wooden ladder that goes straight down.
On the front lines, they say ladies first. I believe in this right now.
I shrug and I go down.
Okay. You start to go down. You get down to the bottom area, and you see you're in a room that is 20 by 20. It's just a big open square room with this ladder coming down. It's a broad ladder, actually. The ladder is about 5 feet wide. I guess you could maybe have 2 people climb it at once if one of them was really small, but there's an unusually large, sturdy ladder. Comes down in the center. And then you have this 20 by 20 room with a single corridor, 10 feet wide, that leads out into a larger room further on. And the only reason you can really see anything, since Wojtek has a torch, is because at the end of the room, there's a soft glow coming from the ground. And
Did you find the toilet?
Pedestal about, 4 feet tall, a little over a meter tall, with a bluish, purplish, grayish mist swirling about in an orb.
Does this look like the one that they had on the other side?
You have not seen the one on the other side.
Oh, they didn't want to show us?
I don't think they ever showed you.
Yeah, I think I asked and they probably said like, mle mle mle, Verassi. I remember asking, so I guess you didn't show us. Alright. I'm gonna tell Wojtek, I think it's here.
The toilet.
Yes. I think the toilet is here.
I'm coming down.
Okay. So let's flip back to Marius and Jasper. You guys come back to the storeroom, and it is empty. You don't see Wojtek or Leia anywhere.
How long has it been? An hour?
About half an hour.
I look at Marius and I'm just like, do you think they left us?
The storeroom is where we all began, correct?
Correct.
Well, they said they were going down. Let's head down.
What if they're dead?
That is possible, but
it's possible.
I do not
What?
think so.
I was just joking. That's possible.
You were employing some sort of sarcasm.
No. I just. What if, man?
Anything is possible, my friend.
That's some fucking scary shit, man.
So we head downstairs.
Okay, you start heading down the stairs.
I'm just looking at him, just shaking my head with my mouth open.
All right, back to Wojtek and Leia. Leia, you're at the bottom of this ladder, looking out down this 30-foot hallway into this huge room that you can't really see too many details because you're pretty far away from it. There's that pedestal with this orb on top.
Is it better because of my vision or not at all?
Yes, but your elven night vision only really extends 90 feet. Anything beyond that is just as obscured as if you were a human.
Okay.
Actually, that said, how far is this distance? No, you can actually see all the way to the back of the wall then, pretty well, because of this soft glow. Make me a perception check.
Let me verify my... Okay,
Just her?
got it.
Just her, yeah, because you're still up top of the ladder. You haven't gone down yet.
26.
Cool. You notice that the pedestal is kind of at the back of the room, and at first you thought it was all the way back up against a wall. But now that you're kind of talking to Wojtek and slightly on the ladder, you notice that there's actually a gap. The pedestal seems to be right at the edge of something. The ground goes and then drops. You don't know if it drops down 5 feet or 1,000 feet, but there's like the floor... There's a sharp decline of the floor. And then about 15 feet beyond that is the back wall, which has, now that you're looking at it, all these different runes and symbols inscribed on it. The runes are pretty big, probably about yay wide by yay tall, and embossed all across the wall, which is 15, 20, 40 feet wide.
And from here, I can't tell what's written on them. Is there any
runes
writing?
are in a language that you do not understand.
Okay. Let's just reiterate that I know Common, Elven, Orcish, Hobgoblin, and Goblin.
Right.
Just making sure. Plus, I have Spellcraft and all that jazz.
You don't recognize the runes.
And religion. Alright, I'm done. And astrology. Okay. Okay.
Unlike
yeah,
her,
Wojtek,
Jill, I actually
seems like the
have
toilets are here.
runes reading, which just grants me.
Well, when you go down there, we can roll to see if you understand it then. Okay. So right now we've got Leia down here. It's been a little while that she's looking around, looking at these runes, trying to figure things out. Wojtek is, one level above her still. What did the two of you do?
Well, so I'm down there now. I come down.
Okay, you come down the staircase, or come down the ladder, torch in hand. And
I'm very dexterous.
Seems like it's at least half a trap. There seems to be a pitfall somehow, and some runes behind it.
Great Scott, a pitfall. What do you mean?
We should probably... Don't you see it?
I hold the torch out.
Yeah.
Do I
hold
see
the
it
torch out, you put your foot on the ladder, kind of get a higher perspective, and now that she mentions it, yeah, you do notice that the ground ends abruptly. But you can't tell. I mean, it could be like a 4-inch drop, or it could be an eternal drop forever. The ground goes down.
You said?
Yeah, behind it.
Okay. Well, holding the torch in front of me, I walk forward, I guess.
Okay. Should we just get the party, or you just want to go?
Are you asking me to get the little tin man with a rotund body, or the creepy emo guy that whispers all the time, and ask if they can figure this out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, just being together, I feel, is better than being alone.
You're goddamn right. Yeah. Let's just go get the party.
Okay.
I just had to clarify who you're asking about, because when you say party, it could be anybody. I once knew a man, Party Tom, and he always had parties all the time.
No, you were
correct. Party Tom, why do you always have parties? I
was talking about the smaller man and the emo guy. Yeah, those two.
Yes, of course. I'll tell you the story another time. But for right now, let's go
You can tell me as we walk back next to the prisoners. That's fine. Might entertain them.
Okay, so as you guys are going up, you meet up with the other two coming down.
Hey guys!
Holy fuck! Look at the two of you. We were just coming to find you. We found
Oh my god! You're alive. Thank the Lord. Marius said that you might be dead, and I was worried.
Aw, Jasper, you're so sweet.
I can confirm he was very, very upset thinking about you two being dead.
We played a game of what if, and he said, "What if they're dead?" And I was scared.
Have you found the device?
For Christ's sakes, I thought you'd never let us say it. Yes, we found the orb. Just come with us. It's down here.
Okay.
Did you see my message, Neil?
Only I don't see.
No, I didn't see your message.
I say. Bellic.
Okay. No. If you did see the device on the other side, this does look similar.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know if I did, but I think at least Wojtek did.
Okay.
Maybe they excluded me. I'm unsure.
As we're like walking down and they're showing us the way down there, I just bring up the fact. I was like, we saw that orc that we were talking to speaking with someone in a brown robe. Marius said it looks like his uncle, but I think it might be the person from the forest. I'm not sure.
The person from the forest? You mean the wizard that teleported in the portal?
Yeah, it might be him, or it might just be someone in a brown robe. Like we didn't want to go have a conversation. I didn't want to talk to him.
What was your feeling about that guy?
My feeling was that he was wearing a brown robe.
Yeah, which isn't black, by the way, which is the Verasi colors, so...
It's true.
I have my doubts about this guy. I remember him being a little bit off in terms of Verasi to Verasi interaction. So...
he had brown robes, that's all.
We should definitely investigate the guy he was referring to, the red something something animal guy. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, we Wojtek gave a speech to him. When we were in town, yeah.
Hey, you guys like my speech?
It was good.
Yeah, it was such a good speech.
I'm still thinking about it to this day. It's really
me too.
Good.
It was an amazing speech. I dreamt about it.
I didn't dream about it.
You're too kind. Look, let's get to the orb. We'll talk about these other things as we get there. The man in the brown robes, he says he's going to try to help us, but if you saw him talking to the orc, there's a chance that he's... What is that, like a quadruple agent? I don't even fucking know. I can't count that high.
I don't know.
I think he might be a Verasi double agent. Or whatever. Yeah. Alright, so let's go for the orb, I guess. What's our escape plan? Do you have anything, Wojtek?
If you can kill the orb and I get my powers, I can make sure that we get out of here. Not via portals, but by the grit of our teeth and the elbow grease below our forearms.
I don't have elbow grease below my forearms.
You do, friend. I swear it. You grimy bastard. You've got it there. Just trust me on it.
Just so you guys know,
okay.
I don't have enough invisibility for everyone.
Okay. All right. That's good.
Oh,
That's
Leah,
good
we'd
enough.
like to see more of you as opposed to less of you. And I give her a wink with my one good eye.
So a blink?
Yeah, basically.
I don't pick up on it at all. I assume he had something in his eye.
I've got one goddamn eye. I do what I can. Okay, look, let's get to the fucking orb. I want to get out of here.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
let's go.
Where was it? Where are we going?
Downstairs in the dungeon.
Okay. So
We're
the
following
party,
them down to the orb, yeah.
yeah. The party starts to descend the staircase now. You've already passed the level of screaming prisoners and moaning prisoners, and you proceed to go what must be another 40 feet down. At this point, you've got to be 60 or 70 feet below the surface.
You come? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
I have a question, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Can we pick locks even when we're not the thief? Is there any chance of us succeeding at all?
No.
All right.
As we get to the ladder, do we get that far, Neil?
Yeah, you get to the ladder.
Friends, I think someone down in this pit. There's a chance we could be found. So someone should be up top as a lookout.
I can be up top.
I bet you'd be good up top.
I bet I would be. When I go up.
Right.
I try to... If there's any shadows or anything, I would try to, like, hide in shadows even though I'm not a thief.
Just so this doesn't come back to bite us in the ass later, where do you go once you're up top? What does up top mean?
Can you describe the environment there exactly?
Sure. So the ladder goes up to a room that just has like the ladder coming through the hole in the ground, and then there's a staircase that goes up and back and up and back and up and back and up and back until you get to the next floor that has the prisoners on it, and then the staircase switches up and back until you get to the granary, and then it switches up and back until you get to the door that leads out.
So the room I'm in is just basically a circle with the ladder going down or something? Or a square,
It's a square room with a ladder at one end, a big broad ladder at one end, and a staircase leading away.
And is there any angles where I can be hidden? Like...
Hidden from what?
Hidden from people coming from the other way than the ladder.
Coming from down the staircase?
Yeah.
You could be on one side or the other of the staircase, because the room... Think of a 10 by 12 room, or a 2 meter by 3 meter room. And the staircase kind of comes down the middle of it. You could be beside the staircase and crouch down, and someone might come down and may not see you in that bottom right corner or bottom left corner. But then you also wouldn't be able to see up the staircase. You could only see when something had already entered into the room.
And if I look up the staircase, let's say I see anyone, can I just duck and move my head? Is that a possibility?
It's a possibility, but that doesn't mean that you will be guaranteed not to be spotted.
Yeah. But let's say as soon as I see a foot, I would move.
Okay, so I'm
like that's my action. Just so that you don't say, so they're already at the bottom of the stairs, and then I'm like, Neal!
All right. Here, take a look at what we're looking at here. Just so you have a very clear idea of what's going on, here's the here's like the hole with the staircase, ladder in it.
Is it dark here?
It's very dark. There is no light source whatsoever unless you bring your own.
Okay, so I'm pretty hidden when I look up like this.
Yeah.
It's
and
like
then this would be the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
It leaves the room and then kind of goes into the wall beyond, but it leaves a nice big opening down below for you to do something.
Okay, so I'll be like, I guess here, but like peeking, if that makes sense.
So you'll have your head looking up the staircase.
Yeah.
And if you see something coming down, you'll duck back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like ideally, I would be behind them as they try to go downstairs, and then I stab and kill them all.
Cool. So that's where you are. The rest of the party, you are down below. And let's see if this works. Except
be careful, friends. We saw a pitfall down there, and there's some kind of wards or tattooing all over the orb. It's got some kind of protection.
So we've got Wojtek, Jasper, and Marius all down together at the foot of the ladder. The room extends another 5 feet beyond what I've shown here, but then it just ends in a wall. The ladder room extends 5 feet behind the ladder as well. What do you guys do?
How far down is the ladder to the ground to get?
From top to bottom, it is 15-ish feet tall.
And how far up above the ground are we? Am I understanding this right? That we're like not on the same level as the ground where the orb is?
No. This is all the same level. It's this area back here, this blackness beyond the orb, that might go down some amount.
Oh, can I make a roll with my dwarven ability to see how far it would go down? It's off in
You
D6.
could just walk up next to it and look down from this far away because you're like 45 feet away from it.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
I'm just saying that you can't see how deep it goes down because it's like 55 feet away and it's a pit and you can't see into a pit from this far back.
I turned to Marius and I'm just like, can you notch an arrow and just in case I'm gonna go look and see.
Have we all reached the bottom of the ladder yet?
Yeah, you guys have all reached the bottom. And just to reiterate, this pit area down here is where the soft glow is coming from this room. In addition to the torches that you guys are carrying, there's a soft glow coming from that pit.
So there's the orb?
The orb has a light bluish, purplish tint that swirls with the gray that you can kind of make out, but it's too dim and too far away to make out any patterns or anything other than blue and purple and gray.
Okay. Jasper, I think perhaps I will try to shoot this orb.
Wait, what? What?
It's not a bad idea. All we have to do is
tasked
destroy it.
to destroy it.
Can you break it? Can you do that?
I do not know if it will break it, but I can try.
You're as thick as your armor, aren't you?
What?
You got a heart of gold, friend.
I don't think that's what the first sins.
It's all
Marius,
together about
Marius, take the shot. I believe in you.
the harmony within our
Okay,
friendship.
so there's the orb is just on a little pedestal by itself. Is it floating? Is it?
Nope, the pedestal's like 4 feet tall, and the orb is 6 inches in diameter. 6 inches in diameter.
And it appears to be made out of like glass, or
Before he takes a shot,
You're
Neal,
45. You're 50 feet away. You can't tell, but there's colors in it.
with a big smile on my face, I position myself behind Jasper.
I will position myself exactly 30 feet away, so I get my point blank bonuses.
Okay, so 30 feet away. Oh, shit, I forgot to turn off grid. Grid is dumb. Get rid of grid. Much better.
You're doing great, Marius.
Sir. Because this is a long hallway, so you have to walk about halfway down the hallway before you can even get.
Yep, I
within
see where
30
I'm
feet.
at. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. That's 30 feet.
So, have I surprised the orb? And is this a back attack?
No surprise, no back attack.
I feel like inanimate object, I get just the hit
Yeah, he's
it.
trying
Right?
to hit him.
Inanimate object has AC 10. Just
Okay.
yeah.
Just don't
bow
roll
attack,
a 1.
Point blank. Here we go. 19.
19. Your arrow strikes the orb and falls to the ground at its side. Goes.
So it hits the orb and plinks off.
It doesn't hit it like dead on. It kind of hits it on the side and goes bink, and clatters to the floor nearby.
Marius, I thought you said you would break it.
I'm not sure why it did not.
Well, go get it before it rolls off into the. Then Maybe you should just shoot it off and I'll roll off.
Neal, would I know of things that break magical barriers? Like salt and water?
No. There's usually not something that will break just a magical barrier. I'm not sure I understand the question fully.
Well, I see this effect as a cleric. Do I understand anything at all that's happening here?
Can you
only what Jeff can discern?
Can you describe the sound? Like, did it sound like it was plinking off of glass or stone or?
Does metal on stone / metal on glass sound significantly different if you were to throw
Marius, you might have to try one of your magical arrows. It could actually be what needs to happen.
I can try that.
Hold. Neal, there's like, if I look behind this as he says this, there's nothing stopping this from going off whatever's behind it, right?
There's no railing. Nope.
Marius, maybe you should just shoot it off into the pit behind it. And then if it doesn't work, you can just go down and get it because that's fine.
I will take a fire arrow out and I will attack with that.
Okay, roll to hit. Fire arrow gives you a +1 on your roll to hit. 27, 28. Nice.
28.
28. The fire arrow goes, hits the orb, cracking it in half and erupting in flame. And as it does so, you hear a very large or loud coming from beyond the shattered orb.
Do you think we can count that as broken and get the fuck out of here?
I'm like,
and
Marius,
as the orb breaks and you hear this loud noise, the room starts to rumble. You all brace yourselves to prevent, yourself tumbling to the ground.
No, I don't. I run the fuck out of here.
As this
Neal, I'm getting the fuck out.
Tall. All right, so you start climbing up the ladder. As soon as you see the orb break and the earth starts shaking, ignoring the earthquake, you start climbing the ladder. But Marius and Jasper look long enough to see this burning claw grab the edge of the cliff and pull itself up into what appears to be an 8-foot tall, 9-foot tall demon of black skin with fire breaking in between parts of it, large wings that are curled up, and what looks to be a 15-foot long fire whip.
Would I know this creature from anything? From being a person of the...
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So he's 8 foot tall and 9 foot tall.
8 to 9 feet tall, somewhere in there. You don't have a measuring tape, and he's kind of hunched over.
But I would know this creature from
this
being
sounds like a fucking Balrog.
Okay.
And...
Get the fuck out of there, please.
We could take a break.
On that note, yeah,
we'll take our first break
right.
and we'll come back and do the fight. So we'll do that, guys. We'll be right back in 3 minutes, and then we'll figure out how and who dies and how they die. We'll be right back. More Roleplay Solum coming up right after this.